Because none of this really matters.
Okay, now we're ready. All right.
Really matters.
What's going on, guys?
None of this really matters. Episode 70. And obviously there's no guest. There was a planned guest. But we do have Chevy in the room. On the couch. Surprisingly for the first time. She's made some cameos before. But she's here just chilling in the stew. Can you see her in that shot? No.
No, might be able to see her
Her
tail.
little foot.
Her tail wagging, but
But yeah, it's raining outside. So if you hear whatever,
you know, thunder, lightning,
it's a vibe. That's what,
Slightly.
we got the low.
tightling.
We got the low lighting because it's gloomy outside. We usually take advantage of the natural daylight.
But it's a vibe.
But now we got the dark lighting. I spent like 20 minutes trying to see how we're gonna do this, and then ended up turning off lights. But anyways, we're here, episode 70. And so last week we did the Nope episode,
Yes.
and an hour later, when we finished recording, do you know what happened?
No.
Marvel decided to announce like 70 movies.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I was so mad when we finished recording. I went to go pick up Tatiana from work, and we get a Black Panther trailer.
Oh,
And
God.
we get like 10 movie
Lord,
announcements.
yeah.
And I'm like, this would have been...
That'd been great.
But hey, we're going to be late as shit talking about Marvel. And so that's what I decided, since our guest couldn't make it. That's what we're going to talk about, is the movies they announced / series shows. But the one thing I want to start off with is that Blade is indeed going to be a movie. After long speculation and us talking about it, it's going to be a movie in next year.
2023.
Yeah.
Everything's coming out 23, it seems. I was reading, I'm going to tell y'all how Morbius dropped the ball again. In the comic books, he actually is like half vampire, half human, but he doesn't get like, he only has like the, I think maybe like the immortality, like he ages slowly, but he doesn't get like the super speed and stuff until in the comics when he fights Morbius and he scratches him, and then he like gets more vampiric because he's a living vampire Morbius. So it so I was like, you guys had a literal alley-oop,
Right.
to make money,
Right.
with Marvel.
So these all aren't in order.
Okay.
But they announced a Spider-Man series, Spider-Man freshman year in 2024. So, and obviously Disney Plus, and they also announced a season 2 of What If next year, early 2023. So that's pretty good. That's closer than we think. And then they're gonna do an original series streaming fall of 2023, X-Men 97, which would
Like year? Like 1997?
Yeah,
Okay.
apostrophe 97.
Okay.
And it looks, that's the
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're really doing it based off of
Old
the X-Men that everybody, that one. Because remember they even played it when what's his name showed up, Professor X.
in the yellow wheelchair. And then spring 2023, this is gonna be a series, Secret Invasion. So Secret Invasion, I don't know exactly what that is.
I have no idea.
But great news. I thought this was coming out this year, but Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is coming out May 5th, 2023.
Okay.
The holiday special is coming out this year.
Yeah. But
They're gonna do that as a summer blockbuster.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm excited. And I forgot, I know they announced some like people who are going to be in it. That one guy, the eyebrow actor kid, is going to be Adam Warlock.
Eyebrows?
He's going to be Adam Warlock. Well, Will Poulter is his name. Adam Warlock. And then another series, summer of 2023, Echo. which that's probably something cool. And then here's into the stuff that we know more of. Season 2 of Loki is coming out.
Which I think is nominated for Emmy, right?
Oh yeah.
The
I
first
didn't
season.
know that. And then November 3rd, 2023 is Blade, which is gonna
Great
be
time for like not Halloween but holidays.
Holidays,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
it's gonna be dope. And then I don't think they announced. Let me look it up, because as of right now, there's a rumored director. But Sam Tariq, he's rumored to be a director. I don't even know who he does a lot of TV, but I don't know exactly the work he's done. I've never seen it. And there's gonna be an Ironheart series,
Riri Williams,
fall of 2023 as well.
Black Iron Man. She's like a teenager. I think she's gonna be another young Avenger.
That's what seems like what Marvel's doing a lot of, is setting up the young kids to be the young Avengers.
Yeah.
Agatha, Coven of Chaos,
That's going to be
winter of next
so
year.
sick.
What's her name is hilarious. I don't know her name. The funny lady from Step Brothers.
Yeah. And it's rumored that Wanda is gonna be in it.
Catherine Hahn.
Yeah, she's funny. And they announced Captain America: New World Order,
Yes.
which is gonna be crazy with Anthony Mackie. That's gonna come May 3rd, 2024, which is like a minute from now. But Captain America: New World Order. At first I was like, how the fuck? But I never watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so I was like, Captain America? What? Oh, and then a series that I'm pretty excited for, spring of 2024. This is going to be 18 episodes in the first season. It's going to be Daredevil Born Again. 18 episodes.
18 episodes.
I'm ready for that She-Hulk because he's gonna show up in
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
I wonder if they're going to do like crossovers like they did before
Oh,
with the Defenders.
come on.
Oh,
The
the
possibilities are endless now.
You got 18 episodes of and the Defenders. You got
No,
at least
they gave you 8 limited, but it was the crossover of all 4 shows.
Right.
And this is gonna be a movie, July 26, 2024. It's called Thunderbolts,
Yeah, I just saw that.
plural.
That's and maybe Red Hulk will show up. He's in the Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah, Thunderbolt Ross, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like the Red Hulk. That might be something. Maybe because Tim Roth is gonna be Abomination in
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Thunderbolt Ross is gonna be
Like
something.
Thunderbolts might be like they because they might have been trying to set up Dark Avengers too with U.S. Agent, the crazy Captain America dude who lost his shit.
Marvel Studios announces in theaters, Menda, not a series, November 8th, 2024, Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
It's fucking coming. And I'm super excited. Then 2025, May 2nd, The Kang Dynasty.
Oof.
Avengers: The Kang Dynasty.
Oof.
And
What?
and then later that year, 2025, Avengers: Secret Wars.
We're talking 2025.
That's not that far for an Avengers movie. That's like, in theory, 2.5 years.
Because we just got through with the Infinity Saga for the past 10 years. They're calling this the Multiverse Saga. And then,
Okay.
of course, later this year, we have Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
11/11/22. Comes out on 11/11.
Very smart. That's pretty tight. 11/11/22.
And because
11
11
plus
plus 11. Nice.
Good job, guys.
And then you see the Groot, like, miniseries they're doing
Mm-hmm.
For
for, like,
Groot.
the kids show.
Yeah.
They're all. I saw. What was it? Ant-Man and Wasp.
Quantumania?
Yeah,
That comes out this year, too.
I think so.
In like December, I
Yeah.
want to say. But they haven't like announced the release date. But I'm pretty sure Quantumania is this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trailer,
Oh, and the Marvels are coming.
the Marvels. Where did I see that? I can't find it right here. Cause I'm just on the Marvel Instagram, looking at shit.
Just waiting for this shit to load.
But yeah, the Wakanda Forever trailer. What are your guys' thoughts?
Legit tears. Boo-hoo crying. Even watching it through like a second time, third time,
Mm-hmm.
still hits.
Yeah, it was.
It was like it just brought back all the feelings. you
Yeah,
know?
it was because that feeling of like going to go see, Black Panther for the first time
Mhm.
and being hyped for it and being excited, and then it's
It's
just
gonna be the second Marvel movie I cry at.
yeah.
I think
You
I'll probably
know,
start crying
you know.
the first 5 minutes.
You know.
They're gonna do something.
And then Angela Bassett, when she was like, "I lost my children," and she's like crying. I was like, that was
that's
real.
That was real.
That was real.
She was hurt when Chadwick
Yeah.
died.
That shit was real. And then they had the mural.
Yeah, when I saw the mural, I was like, oh, that's how they're doing it. They're really doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
But then you see,
because a lot of people were rooting for a recast, like just a complete recast.
Yeah.
Like, don't kill off T'Challa, just have someone replace
but
Chadwick.
you see Black Panther, like you see the suit and the claws and
I'd
everything.
rather have a recast. Yeah, like give us
Because I have a feeling it's gonna be
Daniel Kaluuya.
no, it's gonna be his sister.
I think it's gonna be her too.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go that way.
Mm-hmm. Because
Do you think she was like the White Panther or something? No, she was Black Panther in the comics. She was Black Panther for a little bit.
but I'm just like, I know there's gonna be like this in memoriam thing to start off the movie.
Oh,
There's gonna
yeah.
be like a scene of like how he died, like in the movie how he died,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of it's gonna be a real touching moment in the beginning of the
fucking
movie.
real tears, right?
But yeah,
Because when they did that with
February, sorry, Ant-Man Wasp. February.
that's when it comes out.
2023.
Nice.
okay, that's still that's not that far away.
No.
Mm-hmm.
With after Endgame with Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and they did the whole like high school news report.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That shit was funny. Like it felt real, but then when they started doing like all the like little watermarks and shit like on the
Mm-hmm. Like the high
Science.
school level, like editing or whatever.
oh my gosh.
Amanda said that slapped a little bit harder for her because she was yearbook,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "That's just funny because that's very like high school."
Right.
Yeah.
Also in high school we had like where the kids, did the news on the TV and we would watch it
Yeah.
every morning.
Like the announcements.
Yeah, so that's why it was.
We had that in
was
middle
hilarious.
school. We didn't have that in high school at North. We
Like
don't-
nah.
But we literally had like the big ass black TVs that would be up in the corner.
Mhm.
They would play like, I don't know if it probably wasn't live, but they did like an announcement that they would show, and it'd be like, what the fuck? It was bad. It was just it was weird. But yeah, I'm excited and I'm curious to how they're gonna do this. Black
Yeah,
Panther.
and though the trailer was a bit long, I still don't think it gave really anything away.
Yeah, which is great. Which is what a trailer is supposed to do.
Thor: Love and Thunder, the trailers got longer and longer. Then I was like, "Yeah, you didn't give away
No, nothing.
much of the feeling of the movie."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think movie trailers have a problem with, giving out a lot of shit. Or if like the first trailer is a bit long, but it doesn't give away a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But then they come out with like a second trailer, and it's like then you show more stuff. That was kind of like, ooh, how are they gonna that's kind of like a mystery from the first trailer. They kind of reveal it in the second trailer, and you're like, oh, they kind of gave away what I was kind of looking forward to. That like was bringing me into the movie. They kind of gave it away in the trailer. I'm really hinting at Bullet Train right now because they had the first trailer that you saw a million times in theaters, and then the second trailer that came out, they kind of revealed like everybody else that's in the movie.
Yeah.
And then now there's like little like mini clips that they're showing that pop up on Instagram, and it's like damn, like I'm watching the entire movie
No, I just wait till it comes out on streaming.
just
now.
in advertisements.
Yeah.
Like I barely want to see that shit now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's cool. Like it's the same director as John Wick. So
Which we've been watching.
the combat would be cool, but it's like the movie. It's just like they're not making it like what's the word like?
You just want to know what's in the fucking box, but you know.
Oh, there she goes.
That was smart.
But yeah, Josh was supposed to be on this week. We were gonna talk about like old like 70s movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I didn't watch a lot. I watched like 2 movies that we were like me and Josh were talking about all week. And but Tatiana asked me like, do you think you can like you didn't? She said you didn't watch a lot this week. Like, do you think you could like just like have the conversation like off the top of the head? And I was like, probably.
I mean, conversation, yes.
Yeah, but
Movie conversation, I mean, it could be done.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where if you give me like a day to like think a day, like if you tell me in the morning, it'd be like, hey, tonight we're gonna talk about this. I'll be like, okay, what do I know about this? Like I'll just kind of refresh my memory about like movies I like about like a certain genre or a certain decade or certain whatever. I'm kind of like pretty. What do you call it? Not experience. I'm like pretty familiar.
Yeah.
With like a bunch of different things, but I also haven't been in the mood to like watch anything a lot lately, unless it's like in theaters, because I just I guess I'll say it on the podcast, but me, Josh, and someone else are doing a movie together, and we just started it on Monday, and we've been doing it all week, and I'm in one of those moods where it's like I can't watch anything because I don't care about anything else.
That's like Rob when he's like really into making something, or he's on in a groove for like a week. He's like, I'm not listening to any music.
Yeah, I can't watch. I've tried putting on some movies, and I was just like I can't because I'm so like
so focused
on like a certain style, because if I watch something else, it'll like distract me from that like style and that aesthetic, and I'm just like I don't want to like I don't want to distract myself, and I'm also just not interested in anything else.
Yeah.
But I will say what I tried to watch was X, the A24 horror movie that came out earlier this year, the one that I hated. So here's the thing. Here's why I rewatched it.
Okay.
Because me and Josh, when we started, doing production, whatever, we were talking about, 70s horror, which is a big, influence on what we're about to do. And then we were talking about, Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
right,
and the great, just the great 70s movie, even like the deep cut ones, because, we both have Shudder, and we're just like, oh, like Black Christmas, House of the Devil, all these like cool 70s style horrors that are very like simple stories. And then I was like thinking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but then I thought about X.
Yeah.
And I was just like, maybe I didn't like X because I saw it in theaters. I was like, maybe I didn't like it because maybe I was like jealous that it was made.
You were hating?
I was like, maybe I didn't like it because I didn't like it was going for that style.
Yeah.
And because I forgot kind of why I didn't like it. And then I put it on yesterday or the day before. I put it on and I was like, oh no, I just don't like this. I was like, this just isn't good, because it's just like, because I was like really kind of, putting my, because I wasn't even hating when I was watching it the first time. It was just like maybe subconsciously I was. But then I was just like, okay, I'm really going to look for like the style it really went for. And I'm just like, yeah, this shit is terrible. Even on your TV, because I saw it in theaters and I was like, that's all right. But seeing it on the TV, I'm just like,
You're like, no, this is confirmed.
They didn't even shoot this shit on film. And I'm like, and you're trying to go for a 70s Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, because it's trying to, it's a 70s, it takes place in the 70s. It's in Texas, and it's a horror movie. And you're already in the realm of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right.
But I feel like when you watch it, they're trying so hard to like stiff arm the comparison of Texas Chainsaw Massacre to like try not to be like it. You know what I mean? But like you're such like in the scenario that's the same exact thing as Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like you're trying to stay away from it, but it's just like you're already set up. The whole setting and the whole vibe and location is all Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But it's like I just really didn't like X at all. I gave it another shot after like hyping myself up. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it again.
That was fair.
And I'm like, and I wanted to like it. That's the thing. And that's the thing about like when I watch a movie and I want to like it, and on rewatch, and I still don't like it. That means it's just not my thing. Because the same thing happened with Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I thought it was all right the first time I watched it in theaters because I saw it in 3D, and I was like, oh, it's all right, it's cool. And then I watched it again with you, right? I think the second time I watched it was with you. And I was like, all right, this is cool. And then the third time, I didn't want to watch it again, but I watched it with Tatiana in theaters, and I was fucking falling asleep in the theater. I was like fucking just dozing off in the middle of the theater. And then after a while, it was on Disney Plus and everything like that. I was like, okay. I kind of built. It was like the same thing. Like I built okay, I'm gonna really pay attention to the Sam Raimi. I'm gonna just erase the bad parts. I'm only going to pay attention to the parts I really like. And I was like, there is one scene in this movie that I really like. And it's like...
It's the same one that you liked before.
Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, this just isn't that good. But the thing is like, I like seeing movies in theaters, you know, because I like just I just like watching them, like having a good time in theaters. Yeah. It's not like I'm in a theater when the movie's just coming out and I'm like, no, that's not good. This isn't good. I'm like, anytime I go to the theater, like I'm going to the theater because I want to go see it and like I want to like it. Yeah. So it's like it kind of there's always that effect on me, but Doctor Strange just didn't do that. But Morbius, I saw that once, and I think I only need to see that once.
Yeah, I only need to see
that. You know what I mean? Time. I don't even think I can even try to hype myself up to try and see it again. But I'll wait for it to come on like Disney Plus. Is it on Disney Plus or anything like that?
I don't think so.
I think it's for sale. It should be free on YouTube as bad as that fucking shit is.
Lightyear's coming out on Disney Plus. I think the 3rd, August 3rd.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
You guys to see that. Yeah.
August 3rd, that's Wednesday. Yeah. Nice. So, I'll watch it.
And you would think that preview ruins the movie? It doesn't.
It doesn't. Mm-hmm. I mean, that legit was a way better movie than Morbius.
Well,
it was good.
I think that's the one that I wanted to see, but ended up like not seeing in theaters. Mm-hmm. I think because it came out the same day as a different movie that we went to go see. I forgot. But, yeah, there's another Crimes of the Future was another one that like I really liked in theaters, but I want to watch it again. But it's like you have to like rent it. It's like it's on that like early access, where if you gotta rent it for like rent it for $20, and it's like, oh, I'm not gonna spend $20
for 24 hours, like.
Fuck
Might
that.
as well go in the theater again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's a small movie, so it's not even in theaters anymore, which is fucking whack. It's getting pushed out by Marvel movies. But, and also, I was like, about The Gray Man.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch it?
I watched some of it, like on my phone. And it's just not good. I was like, all that Russo brothers commentary shit and all that discussion that they were in the press talking about theaters and streaming, all that, and you made a shitty movie. I don't know. It just wasn't that good of a movie.
Even Ryan Gosling?
I mean, Ryan Gosling, he's a great actor, but it's just kind of, you can only go so far with like a bad script. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just feel like the Russo brothers, they don't.
It wasn't hitting.
No.
Well.
They're just not good directors. Like, their movies aren't that good. The reason why we like Endgame and all the Captain America movies and Infinity War is not because of the Russo brothers. You know what I mean?
Good point. They had the help of every other director.
Yeah.
That's true. And Disney to be like, do this.
Yeah, you have, because we love the characters. Mm-hmm. And it's not like the Russo brothers are writing these movies.
It's like pizza. It's like, it's hard not to like.
It's hard not to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Or it's hard to fuck it up.
Like, I already like it. I know I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
So even
like
if
pizza's
it's not
that good,
I'm still going to eat it because it's still pizza.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna.
It's not pizza heaven,
Yeah.
but it's pizza.
Shout out Pizza Heaven.
Shout out Pizza Heaven.
Pizza Heaven's fucking.
That shit
good.
just gave me the Holy Ghost. Thank you, Jesus.
Like we're in church and shit.
Right.
Can I get a pizza?
Please, can I get a piece of heaven? Amen.
But yeah. See, here we go. We end up going to talking about food a
I
lot.
know, right?
I mean,
Look at us.
no.
But
like,
we literally have food cooking downstairs.
Yeah, waiting for us.
Huh, Chem?
She's just here.
But yeah, all that Russo brothers in the press talking about theaters and shit, trying to make a big deal about how streaming is so important. But like, you can go stream other movies, not The Gray Man. Gray Man's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bullet Train is the train movie discussion is going to be pretty cool because there's a lot to choose from, and Josh is probably going to come on for that one. I'll probably say, hey, just prep for
Yeah.
that
watch
train movie
fucking
discussion.
Train movies. Everybody watch train movies.
please. Train movies are very great movies because the operating room of anything is within a train.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies, bombs, hostage situations. You guys here don't ride trains and stuff. Have you ever been on the light rail? Okay, well, yeah. Then that's just, imagine that, but like
Underground.
I've been on
Yeah.
the metro. I've never
and
been on the light
the
rail.
underground part. So you've been in the metro, not the. So the underground part makes everything like.
Yeah, we don't have like a subway station.
No. But like, even in New York, I've been in a train in New York one time, and I said, "This is the worst thing of my life ever." So many people. I was like, if these were zombies,
That video that
We're
you
dead.
that you shown me when they were like the most recent one, they had the strippers in the train.
oh yeah, man, I love New York.
That shit is
dude.
wild.
Shout out my New York niggas, dog. They had a legit
Wild.
like wet, like it's not wet T-shirt. What do you call it? Like an MTV style party where it's just
Yeah.
like
Girls Gone
it was
Wild.
like a slip and slide, a fucking like pool full
There
of
was a little
oil.
person in there too.
Yeah, I don't think he was just riding the train.
He was just riding the
I don't think he
train.
was a part of that. I think he was just riding the train. He was just a little person who happened to. They were popping champagne bottles.
There
They
was
just
one
took
guy
over.
here who was like in his suit. It was
He was on his way to work on his phone. He was like, what the fuck? Like, New York is in full effect during the summertime right now. They've been locked up.
we also been watching a lot of John Wick. I said that.
John Wick with a stick.
And we've been watching it, and we would like watch it like while we're eating with the kids, and they're just like a dead
Just
ass stare.
enamored.
Mind
was
you,
like, I
we're
feel like
like
a
we're
terrible
having our
parent.
own like commentary about it the whole time.
Mhm.
I'm like, yep, he's dead. Oh, he's fucked up.
Yeah.
You're not coming back from that. But
Yeah.
the whole time,
And like the kids are listening, and you're like, can you imagine
Right.
getting your face fucking smashed in? And your kids are like, what the fuck?
they're just like, oh my god. And then they'll turn around and be like, he's dead, huh? I'll be like, yeah, he's dead. He ain't coming back.
Oh my god.
The scene with the book, they looked at us, they were like,
Right. Like he did that with the book. Like, yeah, that's real.
And lately for the past like week or two, there's been a lot of trailers coming out. John Wick 4 is one of them they released a trailer to. But there's a lot of fucking movies coming out. And it's like, damn, we're really doing this shit.
Yeah, also because I think now that COVID's easing up for like as far as like the restrictions,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just pushing more and more production.
Mhm.
They're like, fucking wear a mask and let's get it done.
And by the way, fuck Will Smith. Because what he did at the Oscars fucked up Martin Scorsese. Because Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon
Yes.
is supposed to come out this December.
Yes.
That got pushed back to 2023 because like something like Apple is trying to push Will Smith's new movie first because he's doing an Apple movie. And like Apple's wants to do that first before Scorsese. It's like, why the fuck would you do that?
you'd be a terrible business not to do that. You know why they doing that.
Also,
And he just put out that Instagram apology.
Yeah.
right, but speaking of that, I just saw a TikTok that had that entire scene of like a comedian up there talking about someone's wife, and that the guy goes up there and smacks him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, frame by frame, the exact same thing. From
What do you mean? Oh, in a movie?
yeah.
Do you know what movie?
No,
It was a Will Smith movie?
No, it was like a movie from like maybe like the 60s.
Oh.
Somebody said
70s.
that. You gotta admit, he's not like a classically trained actor. I be thinking that shit, those types of people who become actors, I think that shit gets into their like he said, I've been playing King Richard. Like, I think that shit really did start to get into his psyche.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fierce defender of his family.
Everybody thought he was gay for years after 6 Degrees of Separation because he played it so well. But you're coming off of like
Gayness.
yeah, like, but you played this. He wasn't like a Juilliard train. He's a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I think that when they get into those roles, I think they really be like
Right.
fucking themselves up in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think Johnny Depp is classically trained, is he?
No.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, he is. He's from like NYU.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fucking like Brando. He's a product of Brando.
He's just fucking weird. He's probably not even that weird. I
Like
think he's mad
theater and
normal.
shit.
I think he's probably like, oh shit, Johnny
He's
Depp,
probably
you
just
mad.
into
Like,
weird shit.
Yeah.
So what?
And I think people think he's weird because just of the movies he likes to make, and because Johnny Depp has only made movies with about like 2 or 3, like mostly like 2 or 3 different directors, and he's found, like Tim Burton, and he's found Gore Verbinski, I forgot his name, the guy who made Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Like he's found these certain directors, and Jim Jarmusch too. I'm pretty sure. Like he's found like 3 or 4 different directors that really know how to like direct him, and Johnny Depp likes the way they direct in the movies they make. So I think just the directors he works with, and just kind of the decisions he chooses, as far as what movie he's gonna be in. I think that that happens to every actor. Like the kind of movies they make, that's how people are gonna like see you.
Yeah.
Is off the art you make.
From what I remember about Johnny Depp was that he went out to LA to be like a musician, like with his band. And then he became friends with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, if you want to make some money, like just come do like try acting.
Yeah.
Like try modeling." And he was like, "No, like that's dumb.
Yeah.
Like I'm here to like play music." He's like,
Yeah, I'm
just
trying to do
try
my
it.
thing.
And then he ended up booking.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, because he's hot.
Yeah, exactly. That's when Nicolas Cage, he's like, hey man, you're cute. Go talk to these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. But yeah.
I'd book him.
How did we get here? We were talking about Will Smith.
Will Smith. So when I had seen that, I was like, that was very crazy, like very weird. Because even what the comedian said and and then Will Smith's response after he slapped him, like keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah.
In the movie, the guy said the exact same thing,
That's weird.
and that was crazy.
Apple conspiracy. Apple did it.
Apple did it.
I mean,
Because Chris Rock
wild.
didn't say shit.
Right.
Which, there's been so many conversations.
The guy in the movie, the comedian, he was like, "It's a joke."
Yeah.
Like he said, "It's a joke. I'm a comedian. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian. It was just a joke." He's
Yeah.
like, "No offense to your wife. I love her. Whatever her name was in the movie." He's
That's
like, I love
wild.
her.
That's
Yeah, super weird.
because
Yeah.
even and like when that happened, Chris Rock was like, if you watched,
He's like, "I just got," and then that was
like
the
it's a
other-
G.I. Jane joke, and then but after a while he was like, I could, but he didn't.
He could have went the fuck in, but he didn't. So,
Yeah, there's so many jokes you can make about if you really wanted to go in.
He said G.I. Jane.
Yeah, when Chris Rock said, "I just got slapped by Will Smith."
Yeah.
In the movie, he's like, "I just got slapped by whoever."
That's
What the
super
fuck is
weird.
this? What are you talking
send
about,
that
Linda?
TikTok.
Do you have it?
I think so.
Cause it's too
I think
uncanny.
I
I
think I
don't
liked
trust
it.
you.
I'm for real.
This is too spot on.
It's too good, dude.
Yeah, because that Chris Rock could have fucking went in, especially like
They did say they Scientologists though, man. You never know.
about fucking what's her name? I'm already forgetting. Jada Pinkett. You could have talked about the fucking August Alsina thing. You could have talked about. You could have said some shit. Like I could think of
Your lack of movie roles, anything.
you could be like, why don't you keep your wife's pussy out of other rappers' mouths? You fucking you know, some shit. I don't know.
But he was just so shocked that he got slapped.
Yeah, he's like, I just got slapped. But there is that moment where he's like, I could. He says, I could, but he doesn't. And I just when I heard that, I was like, Chris Rock could have fucking went in, but he's like, nope. I'm gonna just.
I was like, you're not really mad at. He's about to start going in. You're not really mad at me. You mad at.
Yeah.
Damn, she'll be over here snoring.
This is all she wanted the whole time.
To be scratched.
She's still listening though.
She got that one ear up. But anyways, this fucking. I'm gonna try to find like a good little sentence. It says, "Oh, here's the headline." It says, "Apple eyes 2023 Cannes Film Festival launch for Oscar bait or Scorsese DiCaprio De Niro film. Don't count out Emancipation is the name of the Will Smith movie for 2022." And honestly, the movie sounds cool, but it's probably not gonna be that good. Because hold on one second, where does it say? Has been scratched from the upcoming award season race because last year Best Actor winner Will Smith. Moment of Oscar cast infamy. So Will Smith's movie might very well make its debut on Apple TV Plus later this year or early next year. After all, the picture is complete, and sources said it has been tested numerous times and got very high scores. It doesn't say why. I thought I saw a place where it said why it was getting. I can't find it. Shit. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to push. I don't know. They're gonna apparently drop this Will Smith movie to try to get the award season next year. Or something like that, even though Will Smith got like suspended or some shit for like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got banned for 10 years. And
did he get banned from like being nominated, or he just can't come to the awards? Like he get it?
Like he can't attend.
I think he can attend.
But he can still get
I think
the
he could
award.
still win or nominated to win. But I think Apple's going to try to do that, but not a Scorsese movie, which is fucking makes me mad. Because it's like, I don't know. A Will Smith movie. It's directed by Antoine Fuqua, which he hasn't made a lot of good movies.
You talking about fucking Antoine Fisher?
No. Antoine Fisher, that's a movie. Antoine Fuqua.
No, I thought he directed Antoine Fisher.
No, I don't believe so. He made Training Day. But did you find that video, Linda?
I found the video, but then it says that this was made after the slap.
The movie?
The scene?
The scene.
It's not from the 60s.
It looks like it.
Let me see.
Oh, Denzel Washington directed Antoine Fisher.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the comments say this was after, but it does look like a 60s type
They're
thing.
like, it's a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But Antoine Fuqua, nah, he hasn't made a lot of good movies. He's made like 2 good movies
Tears of the Sun.
and Training Day, and that's.
Shooter.
But is that a good movie though?
With Mark Wahlberg?
Shooter?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if that's a good movie or not. It's just one of those movies that's like, it's a TBS great.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes on TBS, you're like, fuck yeah. But would you watch it on a streaming?
What?
Shooter.
Me? No, not really. I wouldn't.
No. I'm looking at the pictures.
I'm
right
just
now.
not. That's not a big enough pull for me. Is like Antoine Fuqua, Mark Wahlberg. I'm not the biggest fan of Mark Wahlberg.
Brooklyn's Finest was good.
Was it though?
I did like that. I'm a cop, B. Olympus Has Fallen. He's done a lot of like
The Equalizer is cool.
Olympus Has Fallen.
Equalizer 2 is cool.
Everything. He picks good scripts.
Yeah.
All of those
And-
premises of those movies.
Yeah,
are good.
like he remade Magnificent Seven, and
okay.
so it's like he does pick good scripts, but it's like these movies are like, you know. So that's why I said this movie that he's about to do with Will Smith sounds cool, but it's probably not going to be that good. You know what I mean?
It sounds good, yeah.
Because it's about like this slave who like he's like a runaway slave, and he like learns to train or some shit in Louisiana, and then he goes up north and joins the army, and or some shit like I forgot. It was like some cool like action packed like slave movie where he becomes like a badass.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds cool, but it's like, is it gonna be that good though? Like that's
It's coming out on Apple.
Apple TV, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's cool.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Because
I mean, everyone's gonna be there to watch it.
yeah, everyone's gonna be like,
Clearly.
"Oh, Will Smith, bet," and then put it on, and then people. I bet you there's gonna be people who are like, "Damn, he really made a great ass movie." When they're only gonna hype it up because of the Oscars. When it's like he won that night. It's like, why are we trying to do this like push for Will Smith to like win again? Like he just won for like an HBO Max movie.
It's just gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Until his next movie comes out,
Yeah.
then you're gonna be like,
I was tired of the whole news about it like 2 days after it happened. I was like, all right, let's fucking forget about this. This is stupid. But yeah, ever since Will Smith came out with that apology, I didn't even watch the apology.
me neither.
So
That was one of the things that came up when I was searching for it. It was like Will Smith's apology. And I was like, when did
yeah.
that happen?
I saw like news about it, but I was like, I don't really give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. Like it was crazy that it happened, but I was like, all right, let's fucking move on. You know, but
If Chris Rock wasn't pressing charges, then it's not gonna go anywhere. Like it doesn't matter anymore.
yeah, it's like it's done. Yeah, because the media was asking Chris Rock after, like, are you gonna press charges? He was like, why the fuck would I press charge? Like,
There's so many other things in the fucking news that, you know.
yeah, I think it's this whole Will Smith shit is stupid. And then even, but I did hear, you know, in the video that people are saying he like is remorseful about slapping him
Well, I'm sure.
and shit like that. But it's like, all right, make a good movie. I didn't like King Richard that much. It was,
if I'm being honest, wasn't that
like
good.
like he had a great performance. He was really good. You know, Will Smith knows how to turn it on.
Yeah.
But it's like, wasn't that great of a movie. It was only his performance. But like as far as the movie, it's
Maybe he
like
did the slap to fucking get that off of him.
he was like, I'm gonna win. Like, I don't know. But anyways,
It could. I mean, for his response to be like, I'm still King Richard. You know,
Mhm.
like, okay, so what about the guy that played Joe Jackson? Did he just continue in the same, you know?
Hold on, let me.
You ain't seen him a lot after that.
I guess that's true.
Because like off the top of your head, what's the best Will Smith movie?
Our Robot. 6 Degrees of Separation is really good. He acted his ass off in that movie.
You know what I mean?
A lot of monologues.
It's like Will Smith is a great actor, but the movies he does, like, you know what I mean?
Men in Black.
Those are fun movies, yes.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness was really good.
Yeah, there's one. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to shit on Will Smith.
But I also think it was
I need to make that clear.
better because there was a genuine connection with him and Jaden.
Yeah.
You know, like that was his son.
Yeah.
Like, so that emotion,
The chemistry, yeah.
yeah, was there.
Because for
sure.
me, my favorite Will Smith movie, not my favorite Will Smith performance, but my favorite Will Smith movie is Ali. I think that is his. Did she just fart?
I hope not.
I hope,
She's
gosh.
been farting, that's why I put the pillow right
Oh,
Oh.
my gosh,
Like
girl.
Oh my god! But I think Ali is his best movie. I think the story, the directing, the cinematography, and the performance is all perfect for that. It was the perfect director. It was a perfect script. It was a perfect biopic. It was a perfect role for Will Smith. It was all just perfect. But everything else, it was like, yeah, I Am Legend is a cool movie, but it's just like, it was a great performance, but it's like, is I Am Legend like this? I don't know. It's just not as good as, I feel like Will Smith is very inconsistent. I feel like they're good scripts that he has. But like as far as he's always with the wrong director. Will Smith is always not the wrong director, just not the right director to really execute, to really put Will Smith higher than he already is, you know.
Yeah.
But I hope you know this Will Smith movie is cool. It better be fucking good if it's pushing back Scorsese's movie.
Yeah.
Because that kind of ruined my whole fucking thing. That was my most anticipated movie of the year.
I really liked Bad Boys 2.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him in that.
Yeah, Bad Boys 2 is good. Which is like a buddy cop.
Yeah.
Like,
But also
comedy.
because Martin Lawrence is in there.
yeah.
So is it just...
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think about just Will Smith's performance.
Mm-hmm. Performance, he was funny in it. He was
Yeah.
Mike Lowry. He was cool as fuck.
Right.
He was like...
But playing off of Martin, it's hard to like separate.
It's hard to keep up with Martin, so that's how you know he's a good.
Right.
That's prime Martin.
Yeah.
I mean, I really liked him in Bright also.
I did. People don't like
Right.
that movie.
I haven't rewatched
I feel
that
like
yet.
that was a good performance from
Ever
him.
since we started talking about it, like a while ago, like a few months ago, we brought it up. I've been wanting to rewatch it, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, because I did not like him in Suicide Squad. Like, at all.
He's always
Right. It's just Hancock
come on, yeah.
had his moment.
Hancock was funny.
First of his kind.
And then I'm trying to think. Gemini Man.
All right.
Come on.
After
dog.
Earth.
No.
Wild Wild West.
Man, let's give that joint its props. I watched that yesterday.
Bagger Vance.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2000.
Concussion.
Oy.
Tell the truth.
7 pounds?
7
Yeah.
pounds is good.
7 pounds is good. I'm trying to.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. Will Smith.
It's not enough.
I'm trying to think of Will Smith running. Not Manchurian Candidate.
That's Denzel.
What's the one?
Oh.
I can see him running in the street in D.C.
iRobot.
No.
Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State.
That's fire.
Enemy of the State.
You know who directed that?
Tony Scott.
Yup.
So it is a director.
Cause and he voiced that Spies in Disguise movie.
The Pigeon?
With the pigeon.
That's for kids, man. It's hard. When you're an adult, it's really hard for your brain to be like, that's somebody else. Hearing The Rock and Kevin Hart as those new pets is like, that's
yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Hart and The Rock. But the kids are like, this shit's
I think
hilarious.
that's
Right.
cool. Like when like you have kids and then you watch these kids movies. I think if you're a parent, you really appreciate voice acting more. You know what I mean? Like you really appreciate a good performance in voice acting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cause we were watching Sing 2?
Oh my God. Everybody does
Everybody
an
was
amazing
great.
job in Sing 2.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Ariana Grande is an amazing voice actress.
and what's her name?
Amy Adams,
No, Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
I don't like her voice that much. I love
She's
the movie.
like the little rocker porcupine girl.
I love her, the movie, but like my least favorite part of that movie is that Scarlett Johansson, her voice. It's very like a scratchy. I don't know how to describe her voice, but like when I hear her voice from her, it's like
It's also kind of monotone.
a little bit.
She got on the phone late voice. Like if you're on the phone late with somebody, that's what her voice sounds like.
Just, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think Reese Witherspoon's one of the characters too.
Yeah, I think
The
so.
little pig.
The daggone chameleon,
I think
Miss Curly.
Will Smith was the genie from Aladdin.
Oh yeah, that wasn't.
Miss Curly. Oh my gosh.
I never even seen that Aladdin remake.
I haven't either. I've never seen the original Aladdin, guys.
What?
Wow.
From the previews,
I mean,
saw
I'm
the
not that
whole movie.
I'm not that heavily connected to Aladdin, if I'm being honest.
No.
I've seen it, but that wasn't one of my like diehard.
When they used to come on at the beginning, the Mighty Ducks, they would show another trailer thing. It would be the trailer. I was like, I get the movie, and that was it.
Yeah, I wasn't a heavy Aladdin.
Nope. I've never seen A Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Never seen that.
She was just watching that, Tatiana,
No shit. I gotta see it.
like a week ago or some shit.
I think I didn't want to watch it because I felt ugly too.
The only thing I've been watching lately,
That's why I didn't want to watch it because I was like, "Dang, I'm ugly. I don't want to watch that."
I want to bring up this trauma.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Even especially as a kid, I was like, I'm already ugly.
Well,
bro.
I think also because it catered more to like Disney princesses,
Mm-hmm.
like with Jasmine and
Yeah, back then they
Esmeralda.
wasn't touching boys until
Yeah,
like,
where
no
the fuck is the
homo.
representation?
That was wild.
Maybe they were touching
I was
boys.
about to say that was wild. The way that sentence came out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, where's the representation? Disney.
Yeah, now they're like, all right, they got Baymax, they got
Luca.
motherfucking Luca.
Lucas Fire.
Mm-hmm. They got motherfucking
Big Hero
Buzz
6.
Lightyear. I
Big-
said Baymax.
That's not what the movie's called. It's called Big Hero 6.
It's like Urkel. You call it the
What's that
famous
show?
character.
Urkel.
Urkel, the Urkel show.
That shit made me cry too.
What, that show? Family Matters?
No.
I was about to say, I was like, dang, me too.
No, Big Hero 6.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that shit made you cry. That wasn't that the first Disney movie next to Up. It was Up first, and then
Big Hero 6 was a big, like,
yeah.
Even Zoe definitely cried.
that was a little after my time. That was in the phase where
But she
it's
cried with Home too.
home.
Oh, I remember that one.
With the alien, with Rihanna is the voice.
Nope.
Sheldon.
Jennifer Lopez is the mom.
Definitely not.
They gave the character a big butt too.
Yeah.
That's
Some
awesome.
wide hips.
Yeah, definitely didn't watch that.
Did-
Rihanna and J-Lo in a movie? Animated movie?
Yeah.
Called Home?
Called Home. With
That
the
movie's
alien.
like
What
movie's
is
great.
it about?
Uh,
The UFOs?
No, alien comes and they all take over Earth, and they send all the people from Earth to Australia to live on the island. And then Rihanna plays the little girl, and she's trying to go find her mom because her mom got sucked up in.
It's silly though because they're punks, the aliens.
Mhm.
They're punks, but their technology is better than ours,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and everything that they use from ours is weird to them. They're like, "What's this thing?" And they just be eating stuff.
Yeah. They're like, "What's this?" And they try to ride a bike and they cancel. They just like, "Oh, we don't need it."
He
Fuck
sucks
it.
on a toothbrush, not a toothbrush. He sucks on the toilet brush.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh,
he's
I've
like,
definitely
"What's
never
this?"
seen this.
There's a whole TV show
Yeah,
about
it's a
it.
TV show now.
Boobs,
Steve
Boobs.
Martin's in it?
Boovington.
Oh, it's a Netflix?
Now.
Oh,
it's
this
a
isn't
show.
even Disney. That's why.
It's DreamWorks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whack.
DreamWorks be
I'm just
having
playing.
some low key bangers.
No, I just showed the kids Shark Tale, and they love that shit. I don't know if
That
you
was
guys.
Will Smith.
Yeah, great. Shark Tale's great.
It is.
Shark Tale was good.
They
But
like
also like animation, like his voice, he can be funny.
he was
is
Fresh
funny.
Prince of Bel-Air
Right.
underwater,
Mm-hmm.
He
That's
was.
fish.
and But I really like. I grew up on basically DreamWorks more than Disney movies, more than Pixar movies. Like Over the Hedge, that was like my fucking movie.
Shrek.
I think I've seen. I don't like Shrek. I think I've seen Over the Hedge.
Doesn't that disappoint you a little bit?
Why don't you like Shrek?
Shrek is fucking overrated and boring as fuck.
Oh, a donkey.
Like the only funny part is
So aggressive. Being so hateful.
the only funny part is Eddie Murphy when he's like, in the morning I'm making waffles. That's the only
Lord
part.
Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad, dude.
That would be so funny. You don't know what
It's
you're
funny.
talking about.
I don't get it.
Do you know the Muffin Man? No. Like what?
It just doesn't hit me like it hits everybody
Yeah.
else.
Do you even know childhood
Right. The three
nursery
little pigs.
rhymes?
He didn't have. Clearly,
You
he
didn't
was
have
over here
the-
watching Stigmata and.
Yeah, you
fucking
didn't
Bad
have
Boys.
like. It's like they take every nursery rhyme and then make it funny.
I know. I know.
He's like, I get it.
I've seen it like a few times, like as a kid, and then Tatiana made me watch it,
You're like, no.
and I was like, still no. It's just never done anything for me.
Even Chevy's done with you. She-
Yeah,
It
look
turns
at
the
her.
other
She's
way.
like,
She's
no.
like, Jesus
She's like,
Christ.
you don't know what
I'm pretty sure that a lot of whoever's listening right now is like, dude, what
They,
the
I just
fuck?
lost a couple fans.
Yeah.
She's lost a couple
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say they don't like Shrek.
It just never,
Especially somebody from that era.
never connected with me.
I guess that's my Aladdin.
And like, a lot of the Shrek movies are funny.
Yeah,
It's
2,
not
3,
just-
yeah.
yeah. Like
I like the do
The
the,
donkey
roar.
dragon.
I think the
Yes.
funniest part of the entire thing is the do the roar. The little kid was like, do the roar. Do it. I think that's hilarious. I think that kind of comedy is funny. But
Oh
like
my God.
there are like funny parts, but the actual just movie like as itself is just
It's just not.
never really cared for it.
But DreamWorks has good movies like The Prince of Egypt
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
is a really good animated movie.
Christian people.
Oh,
I've seen The
Lord.
Prince of Egypt.
So many times.
Joseph in the coat of many colors, or whatever his name is. Joseph, right? Did Joseph have the coat of many colors?
I think so. I think so.
And more DreamWorks Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Lit.
That hit me. That connected. I even watched the Nickelodeon show, The Penguins. The
yeah,
the
that's
Penguin
right.
show. Penguins of Madagascar.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the shit out of that show. It always came on right after school.
How to Train Your Dragon. Slap.
That's a good movie.
Slap.
Great
That is a
movie.
good movie.
The second one, he just be yelling with the stick and shit. I love that part.
Oh my gosh.
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda was a good
DreamWorks, I
one.
don't think DreamWorks missed, bro. And they ain't missed.
Boss Baby was good.
Come on, dude. Boss Baby,
Boss Baby
is
was funny.
I
fire.
actually didn't watch
It was funny. I watched it when they were watching it.
Trolls.
The Chos.
Trolls World Tour. Turbo. Slept
Oh, they
on.
did Turbo. They also did the Captain Underpants movie.
Megamind.
What?
Oh yeah, Megamind. I forgot about that.
I love
Getting all
Megamind.
Megamind.
Oh, they did
my inner
Ants.
child is like,
They did Ants.
Ants. Way ahead of his time.
The Croods. That was good.
I never saw that one, but I think it was funny. No, I did see it, and I remember it being funny.
Wait, is Over the Hedge on this list?
Yeah, Over the Hedge. is on there.
Oh, it's right here. Okay. I was like, was that not DreamWorks?
Rise of the Guardians.
oh,
I did love
was that the owl
movie.
movie?
No.
What am I thinking of?
but
I know what
remember
you're
that
talking
album.
about.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rise of the Guardians.
Yeah.
What's the owl movie? You know,
Fuck, I know exactly what
I
you're
know what
talking
you're
We
about.
all know.
It's a beautiful movie.
It's
It looks
gorgeous.
Yeah,
great.
it's Guardians something.
Guardians of this something.
The album. I don't know. Man. Oh my
Damn, that was a good
gosh.
one. That was a good as
Legend of the
Mariachi.
Guardians.
That was good.
That's what it's called. Legend.
Oh, that's what the movie.
Legends
Legend
of the Guardians.
Was that DreamWorks?
No. But Zack Snyder made that movie.
Lit.
Really?
Or at least one of them.
I think he might be coming back. There's rumors of Batman showing up in Aquaman too.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And guess who else is gonna be in Aquaman? Amber Heard.
Lit.
Hey.
Oh my
I still think
Let's go.
Lit.
I'm excited.
She's still hot.
It's because she broke. She didn't have money.
She's still
She
hot.
broke. You know, Johnny Depp just sold his paintings out in less than 5 minutes for
Good.
millions of dollars.
Because people trying to pay them lawyer fees for him. They say, fuck that. Huh?
I mean, he won $10 million from her.
That's not enough for Johnny Depp. He's lost potentially like 50 from him fucking losing movie roles and shit like
I
that.
think he's in somewhere in the UK, France, Paris, something.
I think he lives in France. I think he's a dual citizen.
Making a movie over there. So he's making movies.
There was a rumor of Robert Downey Jr. was trying to get him in Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
but I don't know if there's no like confirmation if he's gonna be in it or not. I don't know, but yeah, Shrek, that's a no-go.
No Shrek, but you do like DreamWorks movies, so I gave you that.
Yeah, DreamWorks is like slept on. I think it's like Over the Hedge is probably my favorite. Shark Tale is another one. I did see Monsters vs. Aliens
Yeah.
with Dad in theaters. And I also saw Megamind in theaters when I was a little kid.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. Monster vs. Aliens is slept on.
Yeah, that's
Seth
a good
Rogen as the blue slime.
Have any of you guys seen Spirit though?
With the horse?
The Stallion of the Cimarron?
I think I've seen it like one time.
Spirit?
That's like one of my favorites. Like I grew up with that movie.
No.
That was way too girly for me.
Anything with a horse, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I was like a fucking horse.
Like when
dude,
you're in the
I ain't
library
Like a
and it has
manly
like a horse on it, you're like, oh, that's for
That
girls.
shit about to be boring. I
One
see
time,
horses.
one time in 4th grade, we had to do a book report on this book called Black Beauty.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit. I don't even remember what it's about. I
That
don't
shit
think
is Black Beauty
I
is
don't even
boring.
think I read
I don't
it.
think I read it. If I'm being honest.
Oh, Black Beauty. That's what I used to. I was like, this shit boring.
Oh,
as
Black
fuck.
Beauty. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Trips to the library, man.
Yeah, anything with horses on it, it just don't look.
Babysitter's Club slap.
fuck
Oh,
is that?
any Mary Kay and Ashley book
Oh my God, Amanda.
had them. All the Mary Kay and Ashley movies,
Yeah.
watched them.
What was that? Seabiscuit?
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit with what's his name?
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
I remember
Johnny.
grandma had that shit. And she was watching it all the time. That's the only horse movie I know. If that's why I brought it up. I didn't.
I think because she liked horses, she would watch like the horse shows and all that,
Oh, yeah.
the dog shows. And
Can't do it.
I'm just not a fucking horse guy.
Yeah. They're terrifying creatures.
if you just
Like a
got
Clydesdale?
yeah.
Have
Those
you
things are
seen one of
fucking
those?
massive.
That's a terrifying. It's like a fucking
They have those
moose.
at the parades.
Yeah. With on the
The Budweiser shit.
Mhm, they're like a fucking moose, dude. I'm
They're
like,
like-
that shit is disgusting. It's to kill
those
you.
big ass legs.
Yeah, that shit's like ridiculous.
It could stomp you the fuck out. A horse could fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Just beat the shit out
Or
of
just
you.
like back kick you and fucking pop your fucking top off.
That's the first thing they tell you when you go near a horse. They're like, don't stand behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, its hoof is like a diamond. It'll kill you.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up.
They gotta like file that joint down too.
That's crazy. But anyways, Menda, we're slowing down.
We are. It's because we know there's food downstairs.
Where are we at, Rob?
It's also
We at an
hot
hour
as fuck
3.
in here.
Whoa! I thought we were at like 34. I was
No.
like, thank God. Next week is the train movie episode. And also next month, a month from now, or not on this when this episode comes out, but a month from today, it is my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm excited.
2 weeks She-Hulk come out.
2 weeks. That'll be cool. I saw the new trailer that they dropped,
Mhm.
and Mark Ruffalo's in it, and he's like teaching her. I think they're really going full Hulk,
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
going full Hulk.
Yeah.
and I'm like, finally I'm gonna watch it. I've been watching. So here's what I've been watching, like that's not movies. Me and Tatiana have been rewatching New Girl.
Yes.
We're like she's got me on it again.
It's so good.
It's so
It's so
funny.
good.
We're on the season where Coach comes back.
Coach.
Because
Rebecca.
when we watch it, I'm like, I think Schmidt is my favorite character, or I think Coach is my favorite. And I was like, I think my favorite character is probably Coach, or like when Coach and Schmidt are like talking together.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love. It's like because New Girl used to be that show that I would put on and go to sleep to.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like every night, just like
For
New Girl,
sure.
watch a couple episodes, go to sleep.
And then go back, rewatch it, and
You
go
called
back
me
to sleep.
Jabecca when you first came out. I just want to be your best friend.
But
He's like, yeah, go sports.
and we're watching New Girl. On HBO Max, there's this show called The Rehearsal.
I saw that. Is it good? It looked creepy.
Menda, watch it.
It looks super creepy.
It is so good.
Is it funny?
It's
Is it...
fucking hilarious.
is it, like,
It's
scary?
funny and it's anxiety inducing and it's everything.
So why does it say The Rehearsal?
So basically, it's about Nathan Fielder. And this is the first episode. I'll just describe the first episode. So there's this guy, this black dude who's like in this trivia group, trivia crew that he goes out with his friends, and they all do trivia like once a week, every week. And then all of his friends have their masters in something. I forgot what. But they have their masters in this whatever. And he only has a bachelor's or some shit. But he told all his friends a long time, like 8 years ago, that he had a master's. And he's always just kind of kept that secret to himself. But he wants to break the news to one of his best friends that's in the trivia group. But he's like nervous, he's scared to. So Nathan Fielder, he's literally made a replica, an exact replica of his house, of the black dude's house, and of the bar that he wants to do the confrontation with, the exact replica of the same bar. Like even like the paintings are the same, and even like some of the paintings are like crooked. He makes that same painting crooked. He has like fake extras like come in and act, and he's literally hires actors. Like he sets up this weird meeting without anybody knowing. He hires an actor that looks similar to his best friend, to the black dude's best friend, and sets up like a weird meeting so the actor can meet the best friend and like have a long conversation with, and then the actor will be able to like pick up on all her or like whatever mannerisms and be able to just like copy like everything she does with her body language. And then so after they have that meeting, they come back in at the bar, the real black dude is with the actress, and then they just keep rehearsing the conversation of how they're gonna like break it to, like how he's gonna break it down to her. And he's even got like a working kitchen in the back. He's like, so you're gonna order the pizza first, and then you're gonna do this, and then literally he has like a log of like, what if, you know, she says no to yes to this statement, this is what you say, and this is what you say. And if they say this, or if they react angry to this, you say this. But if they react happy to this, you say this. And it's like this big fucking tree graph of like every single outcome of the conversation, and they just they rehearse.
I feel that in my soul.
Yeah,
but he's actually doing it and rehearsing it. Like, you know how everybody does it in their head of like, what if he does this? What if he says? He's like really doing it, and he's like, they do it for like days of like how they're gonna do the conversation, and then literally there's just so much buildup of like the dude's house, because the way he breaks it to him is like the beginning of the episode, he goes to the dude's house and he has a conversation with him. He's like looking around his house, getting a feel of how he is as a person. And at the end of the conversation, he's like, you would say that this is a good conversation, right? That we're having a good conversation. And the dude's like, yeah. And he's like, it's because I rehearsed it over 100 times. And he's like, I've made a replica of your house and the books that I would point out and shit like that. And the way he got a replica of his house is he got like some like pest control thing to come into his house, and then while the dude was showing the pest control guy, the fake pest control guy, around the house. He had people come in with like an iPad and scan his whole house, and then so they could like almost like 3D print, but like on a large scale of his entire, and rework it, reshop it. And so he has his own warehouse where they redo the bar and they redo his house, and it's just like, man, you just gotta watch this show.
There's first of all, time and money.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you think about it, it's a lot of thought, but it's not a lot of money though, because it's like 2 sets. People build, movies build sets all the time. But if you're like remaking, all you got to do is remake a dude's house, the interior of a dude's house, not the exterior. You know what I mean? And the interior of a bar. I mean, they do the exterior of the bar, but they recreate the entire bar. And it's funny because in the new episodes, he's like in that same bar and he just like chills there. It's hilarious. But like that first episode, after all the prepping and the emotional fucking roller coaster you're going through of like the guys, like he's like, I don't know if I want to do whatever, and just like when he's actually at the end of the episode, when he's actually doing it, you should ask Tatiana. Like when I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, like it's so anxiety inducing because the best friend doesn't know that all of this was planned. And then, oh man, dude, you just gotta watch this show. The show is fucking crazy, but it's funny because Nathan Fielder, he's like kind of like an enigma. Like you don't know if he's acting or not because he's so like socially awkward and like monotonous. Mm-hmm. And it's like, is he really like this in real life? Because he doesn't have like social media. Okay. So it's like, but on his show, this Comedy Central show he had a long time ago was Nathan For You. He had that Comedy Central show. And it's really funny because his sense of humor is so dry and he's so like blank. Mm-hmm. But like that's what makes it funny because he kind of makes things more awkward on purpose. Mm-hmm. But you don't know if that's really him or if he's like, that's all like what he does for his show. Yeah. So it's like you don't know what he's like in real life because he doesn't do interviews. He doesn't like it's funny because you don't know if it's real life or acting, which is like why I like movies that are a blend of like real life and acting and a movie like that movie. Have you seen that movie 1517 to Paris? No. Where it's like that thing that happened in Paris like years ago where Clint Eastwood directed it, where he had the real people reenact their that event, that like traumatic event. And like it's so good because those people are like reenacting it, like this traumatizing event, and like they're performing like they're in a Marvel movie, like they're fucking like going for it. And it's like it's really good. And I like movies like the Safdie brothers made a movie called Heaven Knows What, and it's about a homeless woman on the streets, and like she's basically the real girl is reenacting like a story that she told to the Safdie brothers, and they wrote a script. And like they redid like in a movie they redid her life, like something that happened in her life. And so like you get the best performances out of something that really happened when you're using the real people. So like this show, The Rehearsal, is like, especially with the blend of reality and acting, it's like that's what the show is. And it's like it's fucking crazy, this show. And then the second episode is even more crazy because it's not the same scenario every time. Like this second episode that we watched was about like a baby. Like this girl wants a baby, but she's like hardcore Christian. And so this guy, Nathan Fielder, is like, he casted like a baby that's like 6 months old, a baby that's a year old, a baby that's 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. And over the span of like a month, he's like subbing out the baby without her knowing. It's just like, instead of a 3-month-old, here's a 6-month-old, and like switching out, these acting babies. And it's like, it's funny because it's like by law, after 7:30 p.m., you're not allowed to have babies on set. Yeah. So he like subs like a baby doll that like whines and shit. But like with that same 6-month-old baby that's sleeping at home, they have like a baby monitor, and like with the doll, like when the real baby cries, they have the doll cry. Oh, okay. And so if that baby's crying all night, they have that fucking baby cry all night, and it's just
Damn.
like, but like when the baby like switches out, like there was a part in the show where the lady has like the baby in little carrier thing, and she puts it down next to her, and puts her groceries from the shopping cart in her trunk, and literally right behind her switch out the fucking baby without her knowing. And then there's a part in the very beginning of the show where she puts the baby down for a nap in the middle of the day, and they fucking break into the house and switch out the baby.
What the fuck?
It's a great fuck. You gotta watch this show. And that, like, what I'm telling you, it sounds like I'm telling you a lot about the show, but this isn't even this is the tip of the iceberg. The show is fucking crazy.
I have to watch it tonight.
So go watch The Rehearsal, everybody listening. Go watch New Girl.
I watched that I guess the only season that's on Netflix, Alone.
Oh yeah. I watched that during the pandemic.
Yeah, I watched that. I was like, damn, this shit is wild.
Yeah, Alone's fucking good. That's the best fucking survival show ever. But there's also on Disney Plus. I was just watching it today. It's like a ILM, the special effects company for, like, it started with Star Wars and it went to the Spielberg movies, and it did all the animation VFX. The Disney has this little docu-series on Disney Plus about like the creation of ILM, and like basically the making of Star Wars is like the first episode, like how the crew got together and how the whole company was really like starting out on Star Wars, and how it was literally a bunch of fucking people in their 20s just kind of getting together because they wanted to do this shit. They weren't like experienced at all. They weren't experienced VFX people. They were just like, fuck it, let's try something. And they fucking made Star Wars, and it was super dope. But yeah, that's what I've been watching lately. I haven't been watching any movies really. But yeah, it's starting to get fucking hot in here.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So we're out. That's episode 70. Episode 71 next week.
Trains.
Trains.
Because none of
Peace
this
out.
really matters.